If I was to ask you where your food comes from, what would your answer be? And you're probably thinking, of course I know where my food comes from. And that's right, any whole food comes from the ground, from the dirt, from soil. So from a health perspective, it kind of makes sense to learn about soil health and science and the relationship from the soil to us. Now, I am not a farmer, nor do I know everything under the sun about soil health. But growing up with farmland literally all around me and literally living on a farm, I'd say I know a little bit about soil science and health to make this YouTube video today. Research shows if you were to pick up a teaspoon of soil, there are over 50 billion microbes living in this one teaspoon. There are more species living in a teaspoon of soil than there are humans on the planet. This means the soil is literally alive. And when the soil is alive, it has so many benefits, more than I can comprehend. Benefits to the plants, the animals, the world, the ecosystem, and us. The closed cycle is a working relationship from the soil to the plants to the animals and to ultimately us, and it's something we can't overlook when we're talking about human health. The soil provides nutrition and health to the plants provide nutrition and health to the animals, and the animals provide nutritional health, if you choose to eat them, and the plants to us as humans. Life gives life to life. If there is life in the soil, and when I say life, I'm talking about fungi, microorganisms, earthworms, it can provide nutrition to the plants. Now, the soil gets its nutrition from natural fertilizer, bird poo, animal poo, decomposing of animals and birds, and believe it or not, once upon a time, that actually used to come from humans. Around the world, they used to do a thing called nighttime soil. Villages around the world used to collect, I hate to say it, their own poo to give back to the land. So everything goes back to the land. Well, everything did go back to the soils. This creates robust and vital life within the soil, which can continue to feed healthy nutrition to the plants. The plants bloody love good soil, soil rich with life. And when the plants love it, the animals love it. The animals will graze on them all day. One major thing that happens when animals graze on these healthy, robust plants, the plants send carbon back down into the soil, which feeds the microbiology and it feeds that nutritional cycle. Now, if we're talking climate change, what do you think this does to the atmosphere? Once you put more carbon back to the soil, it soaks up carbon from the atmosphere, which helps the climate. And then who's at the top of the chain? Ultimately humans. We are eating healthy plants. We're eating healthy animals, if you choose to do so. We're eating food from healthy soil, which gives us nutritionally complete, nutritionally dense, and food that tastes great. But what do? We're very smart, so we put chemical fertilizers on the soil, rodenticides, herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, Roundup, and what does that do? It kills all life in the soil. It kills off the diversity, the microbiology in the soil. And what does that mean? We lose that working relationship that I was talking about. The soil, the plants, the animals. And what does that do? It produces weak plants, it produces sick plants, it produces sick animals. And you and I, we're ultimately eating that. I don't know about you, but I want to be consuming foods which comes from nutritionally dense soil, life-giving soil, rich, robust, vital, living soil. To keep my own physical and mental health strong, robust, and for longevity. I don't have all the answers, but one thing that we could all start doing today is to put our money back into local organic farmers who give back to the land and who support this life-giving process. Once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, go into your local farmer's market and giving what you can, buying a few onions, buying a few carrots, a couple of peppers, because it all helps tremendously. Little by little, a little becomes a lot. This way we're supporting and giving our money back to the land, back to the soils, back to the plants, the animals, and supporting this life-giving process and supporting this incredible ecosystem which keeps us healthy. And if I was to ask you as a closing question, what food would you rather consume? From soils which has no life, dead, sick animals and plants, or from soil which has lots of life, healthy, robust plants and animals? I truly believe that health starts in the soil, and it's up to us to give our money and support farmers and farms who support this incredible ecosystem. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this one today.